Have you ever wondered what it really takes to go from just learning about AI to actually building and deploying real, commercial AI solutions? Not just using the cool tools, but architecting the whole system? Well, let's break down that exact path, step by step.
So, let's start with the end goal, shall we? This is it. A command center, a hub of smart, automated systems that are actually working for real businesses and getting them real results. The point here isn't just theory. It's about making a tangible, commercial impact right from the get-go.
Okay, so that's the destination. It looks pretty impressive, right? But the big question, the one we're all asking, is how do you get there? What's the journey actually look like to build that kind of skill set? Well, the journey begins by really understanding what you're aiming to become. See, this isn't about just learning a couple of apps. It's about stepping into a completely new role, the AI specialist. So, what in the world is an AI specialist? Think of it like this. You're a hybrid. You're part marketer, part developer, and part automation guru. You've got to be able to do it all, from branding and running campaigns, all the way to handling the serious tech on the back end, like databases and deploying the latest large language models. It's an incredibly powerful mix of skills. You can't build a skyscraper on sand, right? It's the same thing here. Before you can build anything great with AI, you have to have a rock-solid foundation. And that starts with mastering marketing and automation principles before you even touch the really advanced stuff. And here's the roadmap for that foundation. It's a packed 8-week journey. The first 2 weeks, all about marketing. Then, weeks 3 and 4, you jump into content creation and AI tools. By weeks 5 and 6, you're actually building things like funnels and websites. And then you cap it all off in the final 2 weeks, where you dive deep into the technical side of AI and deployment. So let's zoom in on that first module. Look, before you can automate marketing, you have to get marketing. It's not optional. This means really understanding social media strategy, what makes a brand stick in someone's mind, how to communicate professionally, and the basics of SEO. How businesses actually get found on Google. If you nail this stuff, every AI tool you use later becomes 10 times more powerful. Seriously.
And this slide just perfectly shows that connection. On one side, you've got the core idea of a brand's identity, the logo, the colors, the message. And on the other, you see how that's applied in the real world to generate leads for a business on a platform like LinkedIn. See? One just doesn't work without the other.
Okay, on to Module 2. This is where you start putting that marketing foundation to work. You start automating things. We're talking about setting up email systems that work for you 24/7 and mastering a whole suite of amazing tools. Make for building visual workflows, Zapier for connecting all your apps, and even generative AI like Midjourney and 11 Labs to create visuals and audio at scale. All right, so you've got the marketing know-how and the automation skills down. The next logical step is to start building the exact things that clients are actually willing to pay for. This is where the theory turns into real, tangible value. And what's so smart about this approach is the focus. It zeroes in on what are called the 3 most commercially valuable skills. First, creating video ads that actually grab someone's attention. Second, building sales funnels that turn that attention into paying customers. And third, designing professional websites that act as the business's home online. These are the things that get deals signed. And this isn't just about learning concepts separately. The assignment is to put it all together. You're building an entire system from scratch. You script an ad, you build the funnel, you design the website, you hook up the email automation, and then you present the whole thing. It's a complete, real-world project for your portfolio. And here's the kicker. You walk away from this phase having already built the exact kind of system a client wants to buy. A slick, professional system that looks great and works perfectly on any device. This isn't just a practice run. It's a professional-grade deliverable. Now this is where things get really, really cool. A lot of people stop at just using AI tools on the surface, but this path goes deeper, way deeper. It takes you into the technical guts that make it all work. This is where you learn to build with AI, not just use it. The technical side is broken down into 3 key pillars. First, there's Supabase. Think of this as the entire engine room for your app. It handles the database, user logins, file storage, the whole shebang. Then you have GitHub, which is the industry standard for managing your code. And finally, the brains of the operation, large language models. You learn to work directly with the APIs, the front doors, to powerful models from places like OpenAI and Google. This right here is the big leap. It's the moment you go from being a practitioner to becoming an architect. You're moving beyond the user interface
and into the actual code, the logic, and the APIs that make intelligent apps tick. Mastering this is what truly sets you apart from everyone else.
And it all leads up to this, the capstone project. You're going to build and launch a complete AI app from zero. You'll set up the database, design the interface, plug in a core AI feature with an API, manage all your code on GitHub, and then push it live for the world to see. It's the ultimate proof that you can do the work. So you've survived those 8 intense weeks. You've built a live app. Now what? Are you done? Not even close. That training is really just the launching pad for a much longer journey to true mastery.
This 12-month roadmap gives you the bigger picture. The first 3 months are all about getting those foundations solid while working on live projects. The next 3 are about you starting to fly solo, building things on your own. And by the 6-month mark, the goal is for you to be a full-fledged specialist, confidently delivering complete solutions for clients all by yourself.
And this quote just sums up the whole thing perfectly. The goal isn't just to be able to do the work. It's to have the confidence and the certification to lead projects, and to eventually turn around and mentor the next wave of people starting their own journey.
So it really all boils down to these 4 simple actions. Commit to the path, learn the skills, grow through the inevitable challenges, and ultimately lead in this incredible new field.
So there it is. The path is laid out, crystal clear, from start to finish. The only question left to answer is, are you ready to walk it?
Business.